Like I was like, yo, this is them, like it's real, right? Like yeah. I said, yo, just watch him. His
50 Cent just admitted he helped take down Big U, and it's bigger than street politics. This isn't just beef. It's chess. In a shocking turn, 50 Cent has admitted that he played a major role in the downfall of Big U, and the implications go way beyond street codes. According to a new interview, 50 didn't just troll from the sidelines. He was actively involved in exposing what the feds are now calling a mafia-style criminal empire. Let's break down how we got here. Who is Big U? Big U, former OG of the rolling 60s neighborhood Crips, is a Los Angeles power player respected on the streets and in the music industry. After serving 13 years for robbery in the 1990s, he rebranded himself as a mentor, nonprofit leader, through developing options, and even helped launch Nipsey Hussle's career. But that public image was shattered in March 2025, when Big U was indicted on 43 federal charges, including murder, extortion, fraud, and racketeering. Prosecutors allege he used his community activism and industry ties as a front for organized crime. Enter Whack 150 Cent now. Let's bring in two heavy hitters. Whack 100 Cash Jones, a Bloods-affiliated manager from Pacoima, known for his ties to the game, Blueface, and 6ix9ine for always speaking his mind. 50 Cent, a.k.a. Curtis Jackson, a street-bred mogul from South Jamaica, Queens, known for mixing, business, trolling, and real street smarts. Whack versus Big U. From allies to enemies, Whack and Big U were tight once, but their friendship broke down after Nipsey Hussle's death in 2019. Whack stirred controversy by praising Eric Holder, Nipsey's killer, calling him the real one for allegedly following street code. That comment was seen as deeply disrespectful, especially given Big U's connection to Nipsey. Big U reportedly called and checked Whack, who publicly backed down, saying, "Big U scolded Mile, be quiet now." But the damage was done. Over the years, Whack tried to apologize, even saying in an interview that Big U was the one person he wished things had gone differently with. But Big U wasn't having it. He responded with a firm Instagram post. "I don't accept no apology from nobody who disrespects my name or my family." The RICO case and Big U's accusation. Then came the bombshell in 2025. Big U was arrested on federal RICO charges, and before surrendering, he posted a video blaming Whack 100, accusing him of being a federal informant who helped build the case against him. But it doesn't stop there. In a twist few saw coming, 50 Cent publicly confirmed he had been involved in exposing Big U's activities, what he called long-time suspicions about Big U using the industry as a front for crime. Was 50 Cent playing chess while everyone else played checkers? According to insiders, 50 had quietly aligned with law enforcement, feeding them information and allegedly helping connect the dots between Big U's nonprofit, his music ties, and violent operations. It's not just about street drama anymore. A high-stakes power play, where reputation, legacy, and freedom are all on the line. Big U once stood at the intersection of the streets and the spotlight down. He's at the center of a federal case on two of hip-hop's most controversial voices. Whack 150 Cent might have helped put him there.
When they raided my houses and my property, it was actually Whack, Loose Cannon, 600, and his internet stuff. All of it.
He even went as far as to claim that Whack 100 was physically present during the raid on his home, saying to 600 was actually with the police when they raided my house. He's got the footage, so y'all know what y'all dealing with. But Whack 100 was quick to respond. During a clubhouse session, he denied everything, brushing it off with, "Ain't got nothing to do with Whack." He even mocked Big U for acting shocked by the raid, implying that his arrest was just the natural consequence of the life he was living. But here's where things take a turn. While there's no direct proof that 50 Cent is working with law enforcement, industry sources say he's been moving in the shadows, using his deep network and history of intelligence gathering to quietly fuel the fallout. Insiders believe 50 Cent may have been feeding info to Whack 100, who then uses it to agitate and expose Big U publicly. And honestly, this wouldn't be new for 50. Look at the history. During his beef with Rick Ross, 50 didn't just fire back with diss tracks. He uncovered Ross's past as a corrections officer and made sure the world knew. It crushed Ross's street rep. His legendary feud with Ja Rule and Murder Inc. 50 constantly linked them to Kenneth Supreme McGriff, a known drug kingpin, insinuating that Murder Inc. was funded by dirty money. That pressure contributed to federal heat on the label. See the pattern. 50 doesn't just beef, he strategizes. He plays the long game, weaponizing intel, building alliances, and attacking where it hurts the most. And even now, in 2025, some believe that's exactly what he's doing to Big U, pulling strings behind the scenes. Even DJ Academics has weighed in. In a recent conversation, he straight up told Whack 100 that he's nothing more than a pawn in 50's chess game. "You're playing into his hands." Broak said, "And you don't even see it." Whether Whack realizes it or not, the board is set and 50 Cent might be 5 moves ahead.
I think you tip it off to you. I think that definitely.
I did what?
I think you going online and saying that.
This suggests that Wack's public statements about Big U could have been orchestrated by a mere powerful figure.
You're not listening to that. Witness, cooperating, victim, nothing. Which means the police is acknowledging you never had contact, right?
Never.
They actually describe you as a rival, basically almost somebody that they might be looking for. Damn, it doesn't look like. But I will say, some of what you may have done may have helped with time.
This implies that Wack's public shots at Big U may have been strategically influenced or even orchestrated by someone higher up pulling the strings.
Talk about Big U, that he was involved in Nipsey Hussle's death. I mean, have you seen any proof that would confirm that?
For me being over and growing up in that area, I'm going to tell you guys this. He definitely has something to do with that. Yeah. And justice for.
Is 50 Cent behind Big U's fall a strategic power move or just coincidence? In the world of hip-hop, loyalty is currency and information is power. Now, all eyes are on 50 Cent, as speculation mounts that he may have indirectly played a role in the downfall of West Coast heavyweight Big U, not with bullets or bars, but with strategy, silence, and pressure from the shadows. Academics raises eyebrows. Media personality DJ Academics has suggested that Wack 100, though not officially listed as a cooperating witness, may have unknowingly aided federal investigators through his online activity. His public rants, live streams, and interviews often reveal details that, according to academics, lined up too conveniently with government talking points. This leads to the bigger theory: was Wack being used as a proxy by 50 Cent? 50 Cent's silent influence. It's no secret that 50 Cent is a master manipulator in the industry, a long-game strategist who rarely forgives or forgets. If he saw Big U as a threat, whether over business, respect, or territory, many believe he'd make a calculated move not out in the open, but through controlled chaos. With Wack 100 making headlines and antagonizing Big U at every turn, some speculate that 50 Cent was quietly feeding him intel not for clout, but for leverage. The BMF factor adding fuel to the theory is 50 Cent's relationship with law enforcement through his hit Stars show BMF, which dramatizes real-life drug kingpins and their interactions with the feds. That kind of access to case files, legal consultants, and historical information gives 50 Cent a level of proximity to federal circles that most artists never get. Could he have leveraged those relationships to apply pressure to his enemies? That's the question. A battle for control. The tension between 50 Cent and Big U reportedly dates back years. Big U made his mark in West Coast hip-hop, operating as both a respected street figure and music mogul. Meanwhile, 50 Cent has expanded his nationwide influence, stretching from television and music to alcohol brands and high-stakes media plays. Control has always been 50's currency, whether it's controlling a narrative, a market, or an enemy's downfall. If Big U was seen as standing in the way, many believe it was only a matter of time before 50 applied pressure. And based on the timing of Wack's attacks, Big U's arrest, and 50's silency moves seem far too calculated to ignore. The Nipsey Hussle connection. No story about Big U is complete without mentioning the tragedy that shook hip-hop: Nipsey Hussle's murder. On March 31, 2019, Nipsey was gunned down outside his Marathon clothing store by Eric Holder Jr., a known associate. After a brief exchange, allegedly, Nipsey had called out Holder for being a snitch, a deadly accusation in gang culture. Holder returned, opened fire, and killed Nipsey in broad daylight. He was convicted of first-degree murder in July 2022 and later sentenced to 60 years too. But according to many in the community, the official story doesn't tell the whole truth. SKG drops bombshell allegations. One of the most vocal critics of Big U in recent years has been SKG Suge Knight Girl, a former death row artist. After Big U's March 2025 arrest on 43 federal charges, she